Quarter Scale Gravedigger Shop Update Part 2. Well, you've seen this box before, and here's what was inside. A Smithy 3-in-1 Granite 1324 Max. 24 inches between centers, and the max is the extra distance between the drill chuck and the base. That's at least 5 inches further out than my old one. The table is more than twice the size of what my old one was. A brushless motor. The light isn't too good from back here. That head has got to be at least twice the size as the old one. It's going to be a beast to get this up on the table. Speed is controlled electronically. Rather than changing belts, you move a dial to increase the voltage. To spin faster. And it came with a free stand. A stand designed for a metal lathe with a drip tray. So if you have lubricating liquids, you can just let it pile up in the tray, and here's a vent hole here that accumulates it and recycles it and whatever else. So that was a nice addition. It was free until May 31st, which is my birthday, so I figured, hey, time to get myself a birthday gift. Old one I had for 18 years, and I sold it the night before I got the new one. So that's a pretty good deal. Had it for 18 years, sold it for 600 bucks. What's not to like? So let's see where it's going. You remember that, don't you? So here's the old stand. It's actually a regular workbench from Sears. This is the back of it, which I just pulled out from the wall, so I got all kinds of cleaning up to do and some rearranging. I want to take that chest of drawers there out and move it along the wall by the pool table, and then those shelves there, been there for probably 8-9 years. So rather than have that there, I want to have this table against that wall, so I'll have a good sturdy work stand, not to mention all the storage from the shelves and that big area there. So let's look at this thing. I was hoping to go to the Gravedigger race at the dungeon last Memorial Day, but I didn't. What happened was I was test driving the truck, trying to get it tuned up and so forth, and all of a sudden the thing conked out. And I did all the normal checks, gave it choke, checked the voltage to the ignition module and so forth, and did the spark plug test, and I wasn't getting any spark at the spark plug. So I called the builder. He sent me an ignition module and a coil, figuring it had to be one of those two, and I didn't know which one it was going to be, or if it even was going to be one of those two. So I decided, hey, I needed to get the truck and start heading out. But I figured, what if I don't get it running? I don't want to head down there with a truck that's not going to run. So I decided not to go. And by not going, I saved over $1,000. So I figured, hey, there's a down payment on the new metal lathe. And what happened was, here's the original module. I don't know how well you can see in the video here, but that red wire that went over the chassis, and it wore through the insulation right to the wire. And this wire here is plugged into the distributor. So obviously something got zapped on the circuit board here, So with the new one in, I got spark again. So now I'm waiting for a sunny day. It's been raining for a bit, and I've been kind of busy with redesigning my shop. Something else, the first project I want to do on the new lathe is to make another water tank. I want to know what the temperature is of the water when it goes back into the engine. So here's a thermometer, nice small thermometer, goes up to, what is that, 600 degrees, and it's threaded on the back. So I want to machine a plate and thread that thermometer into it, and then I need to cut threads on this so it'll fit in to this tube here, a new cylinder here that I've cut 14 threads per inch on the inside, so I can screw this cap in, and if anything should happen to that thermometer, I can take it apart rather than welding it. The other end will be welded, but this end here I can screw the cap in and keep maintenance on that thermometer if I need to. So that's going to be the first project on the new metal lathe. And also you notice how thick, this is 1/4 inch thick. The original tanks are only 1/16 of an inch thick. So this tank here, I want to cut fins into the side to help with cooling. When I've run the engine in the past, those water tanks will get so hot that you can't keep your hand on it. But yet the water coming out is like lukewarm. So I figure the aluminum is doing its job and dissipating the heat, and if I can get one with the fins in it, it's going to do an even better job. And also it's a 1/4 inch smaller in diameter, which is going to give me more room between the ignition module there, which is a good idea, and also on the oil tank. The thing is rubbing against the oil tank there. And I got a fire extinguisher mounted now. And the driver has boots instead of skeleton feet. That's a nice addition. So I got my work cut out for me. I love that thing. To be continued.